Ichibei Hiyusube, the monk who calls the true name.
Ichibei Hiyusube, revered as the monk who calls the true name, stands as a figure of prodigious power and arcane authority within the Bleach universe. His unique ability to manipulate names is inextricably linked to the Soul King, the linchpin of reality. As the wielder of the Soul King's left hand, the hand that governs progress and bestows names, Ichibei embodies the very essence of creation and transformation. But Ichibei is more than just a master of names. He is a keeper of ancient wisdom, a messenger of divine will, and a guardian of the delicate balance that holds the universe together. Let's explore the multifaceted nature of Ichibei Hiyusube and his deep connection to the concept of the voice/word of God. To understand the significance of Ichibei's power, we must consider the act of naming itself.
The act of naming, a reflection of divine power.
Ichibei's power to give names to things reflects the Soul King's primordial role as the originator of all existence. Just as the Soul King brought order to the chaotic void by separating the realms and creating the races, Ichibei uses names to define and shape the very fabric of reality. This act of naming is not merely symbolic, it holds the power to alter destiny and redefine the parameters of existence. This ability to manipulate reality through language highlights the profound connection between words and power, a concept that resonates throughout various mythologies and spiritual traditions. In many traditions, the word of God is associated with the act of creation, the divine utterance that brings the universe into being. Ichibei's mastery of names reflects this creative power, allowing him to alter the very essence of beings and objects through language. Ichibei's ability to manipulate power through names is vividly illustrated.
Manipulating power through names.
The inherent connection between names and spiritual energy in the Bleach universe is vividly displayed through Ichibei's ability to manipulate power by altering names. This is clearly demonstrated when he renames Yhwach, the fearsome Quincy King, effectively stripping him of his almighty power. This act displays the inherent potency embedded within names, revealing their capacity to enhance or diminish the very essence of a being. The implications of this are far-reaching. It reveals that even the most powerful can be vulnerable to the manipulation of names, a concept that has significant implications for the balance of power in the Bleach universe.
Yhwach's name, a divine resonance.
Yhwach's name itself carries remarkable significance. When written in Hebrew, it becomes the Tetragrammaton, the most sacred name of God in Judaism. This deliberate choice by Tite Kubo, the creator of Bleach, hints at Yhwach's divine origins and his godlike aspirations to reshape reality according to his will. The use of the Tetragrammaton for Yhwach's name adds a layer of religious symbolism to his character, emphasizing his ambition and his desire to transcend the limitations of mortality. The A within his name represents a hidden power.
The hidden name and its potency.
The revelation of Yhwach's full name, Yhwach, with the A as the source of his power, further resonates with the hidden pronunciation of the Tetragrammaton. Just as the true name of God is considered too sacred to be uttered, the A represents a hidden, potent force, a source of divine power that elevates Yhwach to a godlike status. This hidden element within his name acts as a conduit to his godlike abilities, a key to unlocking his full potential. This concept of a hidden name holding immeasurable power is a recurring motif in various mythologies and folklore, adding a layer of mystique to Yhwach's character and his pursuit of ultimate power.
The vulnerability of power.
Despite his awesome power, Yhwach's vulnerability to the manipulation of his name highlights a crucial theme. Even the most powerful spirits are susceptible to the intricacies of names. This concept resonates throughout mythology and literature, serving as a reminder that power, no matter how absolute, can have unexpected points of weakness. This vulnerability underscores the brittle balance of power in the Bleach universe and the potential for even seemingly invincible adversaries to be challenged and overcome. Black can be interpreted as representing the state of the universe before the Soul King's intervention.
Ichibei's black, a link to the primordial state.
Ichibei's association with the color black further deepens his connection to the Soul King. He claims dominion over all things black, and his Zanpakuto Ichimonji employs black ink to rewrite names and alter reality. This connection to black symbolizes several fundamental aspects of his power.
Black as the primordial state.
Black can be interpreted as representing the primordial state of the universe before the Soul King's intervention. It symbolizes the formless chaos and boundless potential from which all things emerged. Ichibe's control over Black could symbolize his ability to tap into this primordial power to access the raw essence of creation. This association with Black links Ichibei to the very origins of the universe, suggesting a deep understanding of the intrinsic forces that govern reality.
Black as the ink of creation.
The black ink of Ichimonji, used to rewrite names and reshape reality, further reinforces Ichibei's role as a creator. This act of creation emulates the Soul King's initial act of bringing order to the universe. Ichibei, as the wielder of the Soul King's left hand, carries on this legacy of creation and change, wielding the power to redefine existence with each stroke of his brush. Ichibei's mastery of this ink highlights his unique ability to manipulate the very fabric of existence, making him a pivotal figure in the ongoing struggle for balance and control in the Bleach universe.
The power of names in mythology and narrative.
The concept of names holding power is a recurring motif in various mythologies and narratives across cultures.
Ancient Egypt.
The Egyptians believed that knowing the true name of a god bestowed power over that deity, granting the individual a measure of control over the divine.
Norse mythology.
Odin's relentless quest for knowledge involved learning the runes, which were essentially the names of things, giving him power over the forces of nature and the cosmos.
Rumpelstiltskin.
In this classic fairy tale, the imp's power is inextricably bound to his name. Once his name is discovered, his power dissipates, highlighting the vulnerability inherent in names. These examples illustrate the widespread belief in the power of names, a concept that Bleach explores in a unique and compelling way.
Narrative and philosophical implications of names.
The act of cutting, removing, or renaming someone carries significant narrative and philosophical implications, serving as a powerful tool for storytelling and exploring deeper themes.
Loss of identity.
Changing or removing a name can symbolize a loss of identity or a stripping away of power, as seen in Bleach when Ichibei renames Yhwach. This act diminishes Yhwach, reducing him to a more vulnerable state.
Rebirth and transformation.
Renaming can also signify rebirth or a new beginning, often used in coming-of-age stories or tales of redemption. A new name can mark a shedding of the past and an embrace of a new identity.
Control and domination.
The act of renaming can be an assertion of control or domination over another person or entity. It represents a power dynamic, with the one renaming exerting authority over the other. Bleach utilizes the concept of names to explore these themes, adding dimensions of depth and nuance to the characters and their relationships. This exploration of names reveals the intricate ways in which identity, power, and fate intertwined within the Bleach universe. Ichibei's ability to manipulate names, therefore, positions him as a figure of immense power and influence, capable of forging not only the destinies of souls but also the very course of history.
Ichibei Zanpakuto, the power of the word.
Ichibei's Zanpakuto Ichimonji is an extension of his mastery over names, a physical manifestation of his ability to define reality through language.
Shikai Ichimonji.
Ichimonji translates to straight line or one character, reflecting Ichibei's ability to alter reality with a single stroke of his brush like Zanpakuto. Ichimonji's black ink erases the names of anything it touches, stripping them of their power and identity. This reflects Ichibei's role as the monk who calls the true name and his ability to manipulate the very essence of beings through language.
Bankai Shirafute Ichimonji.
This translates to white brush, straight line. The addition of Shirafute white brush signifies a shift in Ichibei's power from erasing names to bestowing new ones. Ichibei can rename anything he touches with the white ink, granting them new powers and attributes based on the new name. This reflects his mastery over language and his ability to manipulate the very fabric of reality.
Shinuchi.
Instead of the traditional Bankai, Ichibei uses the term Shinuchi, meaning true strike or master stroke, emphasizing the precision and finality of his Bankai's power. Ichibe's Zanpakuto, with its unique name and abilities, is a powerful symbol of his mastery over language and his connection to the Soul King.
The Soul King's will.
Ichibe's Zanpakuto can be seen as an extension of the Soul King's will, a tool for maintaining balance and guiding the evolution of souls. Ichibe's mastery over names and his ability to reshape reality through his Zanpakuto reinforce his connection to divine authority and the concept of the Word of God.